Good evening. It is so good to be back. And I just want to drop in here and say hello. And today, as I was kind of thinking and thought, and I began to see a vision of a merry-go-round. And for some of us, that's what our life has been like, on a merry-go-round. And that's a ride that if you've ever been on one, it's just going round and round and round and round and round and round. And it won't stop until you make a decision to get off. So will you make that decision today to get off the merry-go-round? So you're looking for change, but you're still there. You haven't moved. You haven't tried to allow God to change you and transform you. And some of you have given up along the way during the process because you say, this is too hard. I can't do it. But it is because you're trying to do it on your own. But I'm here to let you know you have a helper if you're willing to just surrender to God. He's able to help you transform, to get off the vicious cycle, to get off of the emotional merry-go-round that sometimes we can be on, just depending on what's going on in life. But it says, out of the heart flows the issues of life. So we begin to act that way in our emotions. We begin to say, well, why is it not happening? Well, I've been doing that and I'm giving up. But we're still not surrendered. So you have to be in a place of full surrender to allow God to move in your life and to transform some things. So even in the process of transformation, if you think about it, if you're in a process of giving birth and you are midstream, you have one or two choices. First of all, when you know or understand that you're pregnant, you know that you're getting ready to birth something. So you know in that there's going to be some labor pains. So you have a choice. You can either go through the labor and birth out what's being birthed, or if we don't do anything, what do? We abort the process. So there is a process with change. So if you're birthing a child and you get to that point where you're delivering, you have to push through, push past the pain, push past the uncomfortableness. Because some of us are just too comfortable and we want to be comfortable and expect change. Well, I'm here today to tell you, you cannot expect change and think that it's going to continue to feel comfortable. Because every area of your life is going to change. Seasons change. And a great book to talk about the seasons is the book of Ecclesiastes. So seasons change. Life changes. People change. Life events happen. So are you really ready for the change? You want to see something great and different in your life. But sometimes you got to grind and you got to put the work in. That may mean burning the midnight oil. That may mean sacrificing or giving up your time to allow that change to take place so you can become transformed. It's just like when a child is in a mother's womb, it looks nothing like what it's going to look like once it's fully developed. And that's us. Stay the course. Stay the process. See what it's going to look like once you're fully developed. Because a lot of times we want to abort the process, so we never see that thing or that change that we're looking for come to full fruition because we abort the process. So I'm here today to encourage you not to abort the process, but stay the course. And every little bit of change, even the things that are working behind the scenes for us that we don't see, just know that it's going to bring forth greatness. So allow God to change you. Get off the merry-go-round. Get off the emotional roller coaster. Submit yourself and allow the change to happen. Because change is inevitable. And it's a beautiful thing. We weren't made to stay the same. If you think about just our life in natural, we started out as a babe. And from a babe, we went to the next level, which was our primary years. And then on from our primary years to our adolescent years, and then on to our high school years, our teen years, and then into young adult, and from young adult. So the same thing in the spiritual realm. When God is changing us, He's taking some things out, things that are maybe negative. He's adding some positive things to us. So in that process, that change doesn't always feel good, and sometimes it's even uncomfortable. But I will tell you that it is worth it. It is worth it. So my message is to you today: allow change to happen. Allow yourself to be transformed, not by your own power, your own will, but by the will of God. Stay the course for the process. It may not look really pretty in the beginning. If you think of how a fetus looks in the mom's womb, and as it grows and it develops and forms, but once it's birth, you're like, wow, this is a beautiful thing. So I'm here today to encourage you that you can become a beautiful being in the spirit. He can transform. You can transform your attitude, transform your thought process by allowing your mind to be renewed daily, by seeking out the will of God and what He has for your life, by reading His word and allowing His word to change you and to transform you. And it doesn't matter about what everyone else thinks or whatever else they feel, but you have to choose change. So I just want to encourage you to choose change today. The process may be uncomfortable, but the reward is great in the end, and it's definitely beautiful. And when the change happens, you will see the beautiful and pure fruit that manifest just for allowing change to happen. So get off that merry-go-round. Allow yourself to be exposed to new people, new good godly influences. Change. Open doors of opportunities. But if you never allow yourself to move or to change, you abort the process. Stay the course. Don't abort the process. And see the manifestation of the great things that await you. Get off the merry-go-round. All right? Be blessed, guys.